When your cat meows at the door constantly, it can feel like a mystery wrapped in fur and frustration. Whether it's 3 a.m. and you're trying to sleep, or the middle of the day and you just sat down to relax, that persistent cry can sound like an unsolvable riddle. But to your cat, that meow isn't just random noise. It's communication, emotion, and instinct all speaking at once. Each sound, pitch, and repetition carries a story your cat wants you to understand. Imagine this. You're sitting in your living room, a mug of coffee in your hand, when suddenly that familiar meow echoes from the door again. You sigh. You've opened the door before, but as soon as you do, your cat either stands there staring or walks out for 2 seconds and returns, meowing again. It's confusing, almost comical, but also deeply feline. To understand this, we have to step into the world as your cat sees it. A world where curiosity, boundaries, and communication all blend into instinct. Cats are territorial by nature. Every door, every threshold in your home represents a boundary, one they either want to cross or control. When your cat meows at the door, it might be their way of saying, "I know something is happening beyond this wall, and I want to be part of it." They have a natural need to explore and ensure that no other animal or person is intruding on their domain. Even if it's just another room, that barrier triggers their inner explorer. The sound of life beyond the door, a conversation, the rustling of bags, the creak of footsteps, sparks their curiosity and makes the meow almost inevitable. Sometimes, though, it's not curiosity, it's connection. Cats bond deeply with their humans, even when they pretend to be independent. If you've shut them out of your room, your workspace, or even the bathroom, they might interpret that as rejection. The meow becomes a plea. "Why are you in there without me?" They don't understand privacy, they understand presence. The sound of your voice from behind the door is like a call they can't ignore. So they answer back, loudly, desperately, hoping you'll open the door and restore that sense of togetherness. There's also the possibility that your cat meows at the door because something outside that door has caught their attention. Maybe they heard birds through the window, or the faint sound of another cat in the neighborhood. Cats have incredibly sharp hearing, capable of detecting even the lightest rustle. When they hear or smell something intriguing, their hunter instinct awakens. The door becomes a barrier between them and the thrill of the unknown. That meow, then, isn't annoyance. It's anticipation, an expression of excitement mixed with frustration. For indoor cats, this behavior can be even stronger. They live in a world limited by walls, and that limitation heightens their curiosity. The outdoors represents a realm of scents, textures, and experiences they can only imagine. When they meow at the front door, it might be a longing for adventure, a memory of instincts passed down from wild ancestors who roamed free. You might see their tail twitch, their ears perk forward, and their eyes narrow, as if picturing what lies beyond. It's the wild calling through a domestic life. Of course, there's another layer to this mystery. Cats are clever manipulators. Over time, they learn that meowing at the door gets a reaction. Whether you open it, talk to them, or even scold them, they've achieved their goal, your attention. To them, that's a reward. The more you respond, the more they repeat the behavior. It becomes a cycle of communication, one they've trained you into without you even realizing it. Your cat doesn't see it as nagging, they see it as dialogue. But sometimes, persistent meowing can also be a signal that something's wrong. If your cat is suddenly meowing more than usual, it could be anxiety, stress, or even illness. Cats express discomfort through sound when they don't know how else to show it. Changes in routine, like moving to a new home, bringing another pet, or altering feeding times, can make them feel insecure. The door becomes a symbol of change, and meowing at it becomes their way of trying to regain control or comfort. Nighttime meowing at the door is perhaps the most haunting version of all. The world is quiet, the lights are low, and suddenly your cat begins pacing and crying at the entrance to your room. It can sound lonely, even eerie. But to your cat, nighttime is when their senses sharpen. They're nocturnal hunters by nature, and silence amplifies every creak, every shadow. They might be alerting you to sounds you can't hear or simply following their instinct to patrol their territory. And if you're behind the door, it means their favorite companion has vanished into a mysterious dark space. They want to make sure you're still there. The emotional tone of a cat's meow can tell you even more. A long, drawn-out wail often signals frustration or desire. Short, repetitive chirps may mean excitement or curiosity. A soft, plaintive cry could indicate loneliness or fear. By paying attention to how your cat meows at the door, and when, you can start decoding the emotional story behind it. Sometimes, that story is simple. They want to go out. Other times, it's far more personal. They want you. If you want to help reduce this constant meowing, the solution lies in understanding rather than scolding. Giving your cat a small window perch or cat tree near a door can help satisfy their need to observe the world. Interactive toys, puzzle feeders, and regular play sessions can channel their energy and reduce their need to seek stimulation beyond the door. For cats who crave companionship, try leaving a soft blanket with your scent or gently talking to them through the door before leaving. It reassures them they're not forgotten. But even after all that, don't expect the meowing to vanish completely. Your cat's voice is part of who they are. It's their language, their emotion, their story told through sound. What may seem like noise to you is, in truth, a connection. They're reaching out, ensuring you're part of their world. Each meow carries a message. I'm here. Are you? So the next time your cat meows at the door, pause before you roll your eyes. Listen. There's meaning in that sound, even if it's buried beneath layers of instinct and need. It could be curiosity calling, loneliness whispering, or love trying to break through a wooden barrier. Maybe your cat just wants to make sure that in this shared space of silence and sound, they haven't been forgotten. After all, to them, that door isn't just a door, it's a gateway between two worlds. And they're simply asking to be let in, or out, or maybe, just maybe, they're reminding you that even in the quietest moments, you are never truly alone.